Hello, everybody. Um, it was a tense week this past week that we have it, and a lot of the people they ask me, "Dio, you're so quiet, so things," and I was actually in a process of a new shifting, new things they happened into it. This video that I'm making right now, it's about twin flames and desire to die. Where that came from, what happened to it, and why you as a twin flame will have this desire at some point to die. And the question it is that what dies in you? A lot of people, when they have some kind of distress in their lives, things that they cannot go through it, to get over it, they have this deep feelings, and they cannot move on. They cannot go over to the next stage, and a lot of the people get into this zone of suicidal thoughts, of really bad situations, where everything gets kind of like dark and goes on. And I just want you to go back like the previous full moon that we had. I was talking about that Mars was retrograde and the warrior was suppressed. It was in meditation state. So I had to practice this warrior and meditation state for me. And everything inside of me wanted to die, to really I was like, where did that came from? Because I couldn't preoccupate anymore about the story about me and my twin, and everything that happened. It just, so much at some point, and I was like, God, I want to go home. If you want to take me, just go ahead and take me. And you feel it like, okay, something dies in me, but I don't die. There is some kind of like vibration that wasn't me. It was something higher than me, inside of it. And it was going on for like quite a while. It was like going on for like 3-4 days on it. And after everything moved out, I found out that most of my ego actually died in me. And I will explain it to you as a twin flame, what that's mean. Because at the final stages, you are evolving and embody the soul more and more. You end up on things that a lot of people cannot really go into it. And what I'm trying to explain, it's very hard, but you try to give up you as a ego. You just want to go home. You just want to be the peace. You want to be living as a soul, and you just want to go home. Those are the things that you're gonna be pushed into it, and you're gonna have the fear of losing everything, fear of giving up everything, fear of surrender to everything that's going on. And if you pay more close attention to it, those are the three main laws of evolution of anything. You learn to let go, you learn to trust, and you learn to surrender to the new changes and keep going on the journey. So that desire to die, a lot of the twin flames will feel like, if I join with my twin, I'll die. or if I join with my twin, there's gonna be a bad situation. I feel like if I'm gonna be with them, something bad's gonna happen to them. I feel like whatever the situation is, I seen this accidents or these things happen to it. That is the fear that the final days of the ego, it's actually in you. And that can be triggered in you, and that can be triggered in your twin. So basically, if you fear to lose everything, but in order you to do your divine mission, you have to remove yourself out of the picture. You can't just embody the soul and have an ego inside of you. The pure soul, if I would say the most powerful souls to be embodied fully, they will look at it to provide vibrations from in the higher self. And the higher self doesn't have me, I want, I have to, I must, this has to happen this way because I said so, and all sort of the things that the egos desire to do. Your ego is basically wants to control everything happens in your life. And if the ego controls everything, you're not allowing the soul fully to embody in you. Simply there is always a conflict, and there is always as all the twin flames, it's like I feel those pull and those push, I feel all that stuff, I feel like why we go in these ups and downs. Well, the ego is pulling you down, the soul is pulling you up. Until you have this breakup connection, it's at the end that the ego just dissolves. And the only thing that is going to embody inside of you, it's going to be the soul. And my message to you is that don't fear that ego part inside of you to die. Let me explain it to you how my part died is that in the connection with my twin, because I was already getting tired of anything that going on, because of all the situation there was. It's not pretty, I'm tired, I already have like so many things that happened, like miracles inside of my life ever since I met her. And you know, at the end there is like at this point, okay, I did everything, blah blah blah, but all of a sudden I'm empty-handed, and that kind of like triggers the final ego that was inside of me, the anger about the situations and everything. And for me it was like okay, well, you know the road, you know your soul, you have to completely surrender, you have to give it up. What I mean give it up, not like give up your twin, but you completely have to give your twin to God, so you can go ahead and do what you have to do. And I was like, okay, God, I'm here, you want to take me, just take me, take whatever it is, I want to just go home in peace. I don't want to do stuff anymore, I did my mission, I help a lot of people, here it is, I'm here, whatever you want to do, just do it. Everything it's up to you. And there was those messages that keep popping up. It's like, Dio, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get you some new vibrations. I'm like, okay, well, what is those new vibrations are? And those new vibrations are actually the vibrations of the universe. and this is how your soul gets connected with the universe. Once you give up your ego, you will be feeling part of the universe. You will feel the stars, you will feel the galaxy, especially the Milky Way, since we live here. You will feel the vibrations within the star, specifically the sun. You will feel like the asteroid belt that we have. When the two of the meteorites touch each other, you feel that it's so incredible. Try to explain it to you something how you can hear it. You hear like this deep silence when you are within the universe vibration, and that deep silence you hear the two stones like touching each other. But this happens on a so much higher rate. It's like you hearing this noise of like the stones talking to each other. You can feel the vibrations of the movement of the planet. They have like a little sound. It's very funny to describe this, but it brings that peace from the universe, that silence inside that the universe has, but at the same time it's got all these giant vibrations. And what actually I lost my touch with the previous vibrations. I moved a little bit up on that, and some of the people, they were like, Dio, you are disconnected, you are someplace else, or what's going on with you? That old Dio part kind of like die within this. Simply because at some point you to evolve in the next stage as a soul, you have to give up everything that you know before in order you to evolve more and more. You cannot evolve on a new level of existence if you still hold on to the old one. And that's why I'm making this video about this portion, because some people get into this stage and they have these suicidal thoughts, and some of them doing the crazy things. But you have to understand what you need to die. It's your desires, your will of control. What needs to die, it's the outcomes. Because when you give up all this, you find the peace, you find what the universe brings for you. And when you step up within vibrations within the universe, you will feel much different. You're not gonna worry about what's coming tomorrow morning. You're not gonna worry about if your twin's gonna be even calling you. The universe represents pretty much fulfill everything inside of you as needs. The vibrations of the universe are incredibly powerful. And when you are within the hands of the universe, you can feel completely in peace. You find that place that, well, things happen, you can get aggravated or you can get the things going, but that peace from the universe is it's indescribable. It's inside of you. It's giving you a power that doesn't matter what's going on. There is nothing bothers you. But what's gonna happen is also this time, it's that you're gonna be trying to get off of any BS in your life. It's just that BS gonna be kind of like goes away. That BS, it's not about you anymore. That BS, it's somebody else's. Let them deal with it. You have to keep on walking as the universe inside of you. You have to treat everybody pretty much equal. And since as of today, even still, Mars is in Scorpio, and there was a lot of triggers with an ego. Specifically, when the moon was in Libra, it was squaring. It was squaring the sun, and also it was squaring Saturn at some point, and there was a lot of things that happened to it. A lot of people got triggered their ego. Specifically with Mars, there was a triggers about you to go ahead and have a justice, you to do the things that you feel they should be the way they must be. But if you learn from the previous full moon, when Mars was retrograde, you learn to warrior, to seek deep meditations, to figure it out what is his next stage. And I have to practice at that stage right now. That's why the ego dies inside of me. And that's a pretty powerful thing when the ego dies in you, because you really step into the power of the soul. You can feel vibrations inside of you that you really wanted it for a long time. You figure out your home is actually the universe. You can do a lot more things. I mean, this is just at the beginning. I can imagine, what's going to happen in the next few months or years to come. But those vibrations are provided so we can find that inner peace. There is no more need for my twin right now, at least at this current moment. Simply that if that needs to be happen, it will happen. I don't have to push her, I don't have to contact her, I don't have to chase her, I don't have to do anything about her. The only thing that I'm going to be talking about her is that the whole situation that happened between me and her affected a bunch of people just because of one simple lie. And this is going to be a karmic lesson, not for her only, but karmic lesson that I'm going to be teaching next 3-4 weeks. I was planning to do this video right now, but that video will trigger a lot of anger, and the anger is not a good vibration right now, specifically as Mars is still in Scorpio. And what's gonna happen that I'm gonna be making that video down the road, maybe like once Mars enter Sagittarius, which is gonna be a 3 or 4 weeks on it. So to go back into it is that I was angry at her, and I was like, you know what, this thing has to stop. This anger in me for her has to stop. These things inside of me has to stop. I already gave her up to God, but I'm still, there's this portion inside of me that still wants to meet her, that still wants me to tell her, hey, we need to talk, we need to talk, we need to talk, hey, we need to get together, hey, listen, you're my twin, blah blah blah, like every twin flame out there in the world. And that was that point inside of me, like, okay, you try anything and everything to do those things. Did they work? No. Why? Because it's not supposed to be. There is something else. And that something else was to look at it deep inside of me, and that something else was about time to die. You're gonna be start living much different and more powerful level once you completely let that part of your desires in your ego to go ahead and kind of like a die in you, completely dissolve in you. You're gonna feel the death inside of it, and that's just gonna bring you to a different light. And once you get that light inside of you, you will finally will be like, okay, I came into this new place, new arriving point. I learned my lesson. I got the things that I needed to get, and I just arrived. Is that gonna make you sleep better? Probably will. I am still sleeping 4 or 5 hours a day, even though I work many hours. What else is going to bring it to you? It's the peace of not needing anything, and you're just going to start getting things, not needing things anymore. You just start going to getting things, get the things the way they need to be getting to it. Because even if you want to, whatever you want to, you're gonna get what you're going to get. Why you resist? Why are you in pain? It's simply because of your own desires, your own things. Once you give up those desires, which is they come from the ego, then you start getting the things that you're gonna get anyway. But this time you're working with the sync within the universe, and you get your things on it. And I hope this video helps some of the twin flames out, because if you're living in the fear that something dies in you, or if you feel like if you're gonna be united with your twin and you're gonna die, that is the reason for it, because you and your twin, that desires to certain outcomes have to dissolve, they have to die, in order you and your twin to become one. They cannot be two portions that trying to do different things. They have to become the same thing, crystal, surrendered, and more clean to the universe in order to become the one. You can't just unite two souls prematurely. And that's what a lot of the twin flames, they don't give up that portion, that last portion that the ego that need to die on it. So again, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate your comments, and be love.